Coach, open up.
For the most part, we thought our defense carried us. They did a good job of extending possessions and making us work, and I thought for the most part we did a great job, especially in the second half, of not giving up easy baskets. We gave up a couple corner threes that hurt, but the big thing would be, and we've talked to our guys about this, is if we don't turn it over, we got a 1 in 2 chance of scoring, and then you have to guard as long. And we give up 18 points off of turnovers, and if you eliminate that, our defensive stats are especially good.
Two guys around you here, this all A-Sun couple of dudes you got here, they played a hell of a game today.
Both of them, did some great things, and I think we were good, not great. I thought it was sort of a grinded-out game, and those are some of the games you have to win. It wasn't an aesthetically pretty game, but I just think these type of games are good for us. Long possessions, offensively and defensively. We sort of just held our ground.
It seemed like after the first 8 or 9 minutes, went on a 9-0 run, kind of started to get a little bit of separation that they were never really able to get back to it after that.
We did a good job of killing our own runs, and we did. We had a couple ones where we could have, really extended it a little bit more, and we did some things we didn't need to do, and gave up some possessions, and then, some of those things turned into points. I thought we got, Ricky gave us good minutes, Michael gave us good minutes, but we can't kill our own runs, and we did today a couple times.
Brandon, that's 3 in a row, man. How you feeling about things now?
Feeling good. Just focused. Now we got a long little road streak we got to handle. I think our guys' minds are in a good place right now. We're getting our confidence back. We're starting to, play with each other and, build team chemistry. And we're looking better. We're looking a lot better on the defensive end, which is what we've been preaching, I told you, since the beginning of the year. So we're feeling good. Just got to stay focused.
Zach, you hit some really important threes toward the end. Seemed like every time that you guys would get a 10, 12-point lead, they'd come back on you a bit, make it competitive all over again. But your threes, I thought, kind of put a dagger in them, and you seemed pretty happy about that. You were a little demonstrative after making a couple of those.
Yeah, playing basketball, why not have some fun? I feel like a lot of our turnovers, like Coach said, kind of put them back in the game and gave them opportunities to be in the game with us. And while we had certain runs that we could have probably extended, but yeah, the threes are dropping at a good time, so that helped us.
Coach, obviously the guys on either side of you carried the load scoring for the most part, but in the middle of the second half there, the mantra for this team is dunk city. You got a dunk from Ricky, and then on the very next possession, you got a dunk from Michael. Just what was that giving you guys an emotion?
I think we got some energy going. It was sort of a knockdown, sort of a slow-paced game, which fans couldn't get into because of the pace of the game. But I thought Ricky, and then I thought, Michael gave us some good energy. Michael had the one sequence where he blocked a shot and changed another one and ran down, and I thought Michael and Ricky did a good job, that little sequence of playing off of each other. They threw the high-low, and we threw the ball in the post a little bit, which I thought helped us, because then they had to guard our post guys, and they had to play out of foul trouble, which helped us.
What Darnell was in street close. What's
he got hit in the head yesterday in practice.
Concussion type deal.
Yeah, so we're just
questionable for Thursday.
Yep.
Okay. Speaking of Thursday, kind of a big game. First time to hit the road.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. We got to, I think you got to tighten up your. Obviously, you're usually not as good offensively on the road, but you can always carry your defense with you, and we always need to make sure that we'll take care of the ball, and it's we'll get our guys ready and start prepping them all.
Obviously, they got Matthews, who's red hot. They got the Marbury kid.
Yeah, Marbury and Vermeer, and they've got a lot. Obviously got a lot of offensive weapons. Marbury's streak has been unbelievable. Matthews' streak has been unbelievable. He's been on an unbelievable roll offensively, and he's had 43 in the game. I think he's averaging 37 in league play right going into tonight. I don't know how he did tonight, but we've got our hands full.
Brandon, your thoughts on Lipscomb? You guys split last year. Each of you won on each other's floor last year. Big 3-point heavy team. They're the one with the higher RPI, but they dropped 2 in a row. They're obviously susceptible here. Your thoughts on Thursday's game?
Great team. They moved the ball. I think our emphasis will be guarding the ball throughout the whole shot clock and making sure we don't break down. And rebounding the ball, pushing the ball, doing the same things that we've been doing that have got us on this little streak we've been on, and just be a lot more hungrier than we were tonight, figuring out what we can do to improve. So, Coach will put us in the right position to be successful. So, we're just looking forward to it.
Brandon, where you guys were just a couple weeks ago, coming into conference play, kind of an up and down non-conference schedule, now with 3 wins to start conference play, how has the demeanor around the team changed?
I think we're just a lot more loose and not uptight. We're just, like Zach said, we're having fun. We're moving the ball. We're getting each other involved and just staying positive no matter what. I told my guys, me and Zach, we talked to each other. That we're gonna make our run. We're gonna figure it out. So it's just good to see it come alive, and now we're just gonna keep it going.
Zach, your thoughts on Lipscomb? I know it's early and Joe kind of laughed at me and everything, but you got 3 in a row at home. You've held serve. That's a really important deal for you guys to start 3-0. If you could go up here to Lipscomb and get one, that'd be huge for you guys,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
it'd definitely be huge. They're a great team. Obviously, we've been following the team throughout the league throughout the whole year. Great 3-point shooting team historically. Matthew's been tremendous offensively, so we just got to make sure we buckle down defensively and just play the game we've been playing and just continue to get better the next 4 days.
Coach, the word that you used to describe the first half of the season was mystifying. How would you describe the last 3 games?
Well, I think defensively, we've got our identity back. I mean, those things can change in a second. We've still, the other night was deceptive with the amount of turnovers because we turned so many over in the last couple of minutes. But we've got to take care of that. I think, we'll figure some things out. I think the guys are starting to get a little bit more comfortable playing with each other, and that helps with get some practice time also.
No longer mystifying?
So the coaching's always mystifying. I mean, I don't know if I could figure it out. I'd write a book.
Yeah, looking at Lipscomb gave up high percentage tonight, 100 points the other night against North Florida. Do you think there's something that you can exploit if you had a chance to look at the tape at all?
Watched a little bit. I mean, the way North Florida's made more threes than anybody in the country, I think, or they're in the national leaders and made threes per game, and Jacksonville obviously can make a bunch of them. And I haven't seen either one of those tapes yet, so we'll get a chance to look at it. But their defensive stats on Synergy have been terrific. They're excellent, and their field goal percentage defense and 3-point field goal percentage defense have been terrific all year. So, conference players a little bit more familiarity, and teams hit streaks here and there like everybody has. You never can tell when it's coming. I haven't seen the tape, but they've been terrific defensively the whole year so far.
Yeah, when they got you here last year, you guys shot around 32% or something, I think, from the field.
We scored 60 points. We scored
Right.
60
Right.
points. So, I mean, and their defensive stats this year have been terrific.
Zach, have you made an emphasis to shoot more 3-pointers this season, or is it just kind of just open shots that you got?
Just trying to get open shots, seeing like Brandon and CT, they've been putting me in positions to be open. So Coach always preaches, you open, shoot the ball. If it's an open shot, it's not a bad shot. So it just the way the card's been dealt, and I've been playing that way.
That's good.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.